Hi, good morning and welcome to my channel. Today we are creating this look right here, and I have to admit when I started filming I had no idea what I wanted to create. I just knew that I wanted to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Master Palette by Mario, and I used the colors, it's very beautiful. And I used the colors I like, and I came up with this super simple, super easy to create smoky eye. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you want to learn how to create this look. And if you do, just please stay tuned. Today I'm starting out with my brows, and I am using my Ka-Brow from Benefit Cosmetics, and this is in the color number 3. This is a cream gel brow color with a brush. And while I do love the color and I do like the product, I have to say the quality of the brush is not up to par. I have used this for a few weeks now, and even though I'm not even halfway through the product, the brush is already quite worn, and I can assure you it will not last for the time that the product lasts. But other than the brush, like, this is a good product and I can recommend it. So I start by outlining the bottom part of my brows before I start filling it in, and I start from the tail of the brow. And then I'm picking up the spoolie end of my Anastasia Brow Wiz just to brush my brow hairs upwards and outwards to have them go in the right direction, and then continuing on with the brow color. So I'm filling my brows in, and I'm moving from the tail to the central part of my brows. And when I'm coming to the inner part of my brows, I'm using upward strokes to mimic those of actual hair and to make my brows look more natural. And I think this looks beautiful and makes everything seem a lot less artificial. And then with my brows done, I am moving on to priming my lids, and I'm using my Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. And I'm just taking a tiny bit of this and placing it on my lids and all the way up into the crease. And with that done, I am moving on to my Chloe Morello X Ciate palette, and I'm using just the color My Tribe, and I'm dusting that onto the brow bone just to ensure that my mascara won't transfer later on, and to create something for the eyeshadow to transition into. And then I'm going in with my Master Palette by Mario and the color Isabel, and I'm using a large shader brush, and I'm just placing that in the crease and also brushing it upwards towards the brow bone. And I'm sorry about my raspy voice. We've hit pollen season, which is raspy voice season, so I'm afraid you just have to get used to it. And I'm just blending that in, and I'm doing the same on the other eye. And I just keep dipping into the product to add color as I need. And I blend all of this into the My Tribe color from the Pretty Fun Fearless Chloe Morello X Ciate palette. And then with Isabel, which is a beautiful orange color in my crease, I'm moving on to the color Violetta, and I'm using the same brush to place this all over my lid. As long as you transfer from a lighter color to a darker color, it's okay to use the same brush. But if you want to go from a darker color to a lighter color, I would strongly recommend you use a clean brush so you don't like muddy up and dirty up the look of the brighter color. And I'm just placing that all over the lid, just smoking everything out and blending it into the Isabel orange color. And then with that color on my lids, I'm taking a fluffy brush and I'm dipping into the color Isabella again, and I'm just going over that crease, just placing some more of this orange color and also blending a little bit more upwards. As you can see, I tap off any excess product from the brush so as to ensure I don't have any fallout, or at least as little fallout as possible. And then I'm moving back to the same large shader brush and I'm picking up the color Muse, and I'm placing this also all over the lid on top of the color Violetta. These two colors are both stunning on their own, but even more beautiful, I think, when combined. And you can see my eyes are really popping when I use this color combination, so I have to say I love it. It's so beautiful. Then to prime my face, I am going to use my Benefits Professional, and I'm just placing that on my chin, on my cheeks, on my nose, on my forehead, and anywhere else I might have larger pores, just to cover up those pores. And then I'm going in with my foundation. Today I am using my L'Oreal True Match, and this is in the color 2R2C Vanilla Rose. And I am just dotting that onto my face. And then I am blending it out using a beauty blender, a damp beauty blender. And I'm also blending that down under my chin and down towards my neck. And as you can see, like, the eyeshadow color really makes my eyes pop. So if you have blue eyes, this looks amazing. It's gonna make your eyes look crazy blue. And then with all my foundation blended and flawless and just beautiful, we are going to set it using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just dusting that all over, especially in the areas where I might crease up. And with our faces set, we are moving on to the under eye, and I'm using a smaller brush and the same color. So I'm starting out by using Isabel, and I'm just dusting that all over the lower lash line, just below the lash line. And once I've placed this color on my lash line, I am taking a blending brush. This one is from MAC, and I am just blending everything out, making sure there are no harsh lines, just smooth, nice transitions. Then I'm taking the color Violetta, and I'm using the same smaller eyeshadow brush, and I'm just placing that on the outer half of my eyes, just smoking everything out. Then I'm taking the color Kim, and I'm placing this on the inner half of my lid, just to brighten up this part a little bit. And that's the last step of my eyeshadow. And then for my lashes, I'm using my Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash, and I'm coating them first from below, then from above, and then from below again, making sure that each and every lash is covered in mascara. This is a very nice, natural looking mascara. It perfectly separates and elongates your lashes without making any clumps. So I really do love this one. And I also like to go over the lashes a second time, just over the tips, to make them look even longer. And then with our lashes done, we are moving on to bronzer. I'm using my Hoola bronzer, and I am placing that just right above the hollow of my cheeks, and I'm just dusting that on ever so lightly, making sure it looks nice and natural. I have naturally high cheekbones, so it's quite easy for me to see where to place the contour color. But if you don't have as high cheekbones, if you think it's harder to see where to place the color, you can make the fish face that you see me do there, and it will help you see where to place the color. Then for blush, I am using my Clinique blush. This is the Cheek Pop Blush Pop in the color number 14, and it's called Heather Pop. There's a lot of pop. And I'm just dusting that on using a large powder brush. This is a super nice subtle pink color. And then for highlight, I'm using two different ones. I'm using BECCA Shimmering Skin Perfector in the color Moonstone, and I'm using this for my inner corner highlight on the eyes. This really helps open up the eye, make you look awake. And then for the rest of my face, I am using my Lancome Glow Subtil Silky Cream Highlighter in Glowing Lights 6. And this is, it's not a powder, it's a, it's a cream, it says, but it's not like a facial cream. It's more like a, I don't know. It feels like a cushion, but it's not a cushion. It's not a cushion highlighter. It's just like, I should have taken like a picture of me touching it so you could see what I mean. Oh, and this highlighter is also a little scrunched up because I've dropped it. And then for lip liner, I'm using a NYX liner, and this is their color Peekaboo Neutral. And I am just using this to line my lips. We are going to use a good old regular lipstick afterwards, so it's quite important to line your lips when you do that so they won't bleed, and also so you have some lines to color inside if you're me and somewhat clumsy. So for lipstick, I am using my Max Factor, and this is a matte lipstick, but I don't remember what it's called, and apparently I've peeled off that part of the plastic, but this is in the color Maroon Dust, and this is the color number 735. And then to set everything, I'm using my Body Shop Vitamin E Face Mist, and I'm just spritzing that everywhere. So that's it for this look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like this look, and I hope you try it for yourself. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and if you have any feedback, any comments, any wishes for future looks, please leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. My username is Superguri, and until next time, I love you and bye!